Okay. Hi everyone. So my name is Dimas Ardani, a third semester student in English Education Department. For my final project in reading for academic purposes, I analyzed a journal article titled Enhancing Evil Student Speaking Skills Through Role Play Activities. This topic really caught my attention because speaking is one of the hardest skills for Indonesian students. And as a future teacher, I need practical ways to help them overcome that fear. Okay. The article was written by Nadia Paramita and Tian Andayani from Malang University. It was published in 2023 in Icheltal and the Indonesian Journal of English Language Teaching and Applied Linguistics, which is Sinta to Index. You can access it freely using the link on this slide. What I appreciate is that this is high quality local research done by Indonesian scholars about real challenges in our classroom. That makes it far more useful to me than studies from completely different educational contexts. Okay? Okay, abstract summary. The abstract explained that many evil students avoid speaking due to anxiety and lack of practice. The researchers introduced role play activities, and students became more fluent, confident, and willing to participate because role play created a safe, low pressure environment that felt like real communication. This shows that sometimes the biggest barrier to speaking is not language ability, it's emotion. As, teach- as a teachers, we don't just teach vocabulary, we have to create emotional safety too. Okay, next. Research objectives and importance. The main goal was to explore how role play affects students' speaking performance and attitudes. This research matters because in many Indonesian classrooms, students stay silent even when asked direct questions. Without active practice, speaking skills won't improve. And then, difference from previous research. Earlier studies on roleplay were mostly theoretical or conducted in Western countries. This one stands out because it was carried out in an actual Indonesian high school, using real observation and student interviews to show how roleplay works in our cultural context. That's why this research feels so relevant. It doesn't assume that what works in Canada or the UK will automatically work here. Instead, it adapts the method to fit our students' needs and personalities. And then and theoretical foundations. The study builds on three key ideas. First, Ledwis says roleplay mimics real life situation. And Vygotsky argues learning happens through social interaction. And Brown notes that simulated tasks reduce anxiety. These theories together show that roleplay is not just acting, it's a psychologically and pedagogically sound strategy. It connects theory to real classroom practice in a way that's both smart and doable. And the researchers use a qualitative case study. They chose this method because they wanted deep insight into students' feelings and behaviors, not just test scores, but how students actually experience the activities. And then numbers can tell us was numbers can tell us what changed, but stories tell us why. As a future teacher, I need to understand both, but especially the human side of learning. And then the participants were 12 of 10th grade students, uh, 15 to 16 years old from a public high school in Malang. Most had basic to intermediate English and were hesitant to speak in class due to fear of making mistakes. The students sound just like the ones if seen in practicum or even in my own high school days. That similarity makes the findings feel personal and the solution very applicable. And then data came from classroom observations and interviews. The researchers then used thematic analysis to identify patterns like increased confidence or more spontaneous speech and group them into meaningful findings. By listening to students' own words, the researchers gave them a voice. That's something I want to carry into my teaching, not just accessing students, but truly hearing them. Okay, as an English education student, this research is incredibly useful. Roleplay is simple, requires no expensive tools, and creates a space where mistakes are part of learning, not something to be ashamed of. It shifts focus from perfection to communication, which is exactly what speaking should be about. Okay, thank you so much for watching. All detailed answer are also in my Word document, and then along with links to this Canva video and my Canva slide. Final truth: great teaching is not about fancy technology. It's about creating moments where students feel safe enough to try, fail, and grow. And sometimes all it takes is a little role play. Okay? Thank you for your attention. See you on the next time. Bye bye.